We strongly advise that you go through the training course before embarking on your first mission. There are many nuances and features you may overlook otherwise. If you prefer to skip training, just head to the exit.
Welcome to Basic Field Tactics. This course comprises several areas, each with its own lesson. You must complete each lesson in order to proceed. Now step up to the active station designated by the flashing light. Your crosshair will change to indicate an item that can be activated. Alright, now open the door to the... Bystanders will often speak to you if you activate them. Sometimes they will share useful information. Sometimes they just want to chat. Be sure to conceal any obvious weapon or they'll be too distressed to talk. Try activating Leon.
Well done.
Alright, now open the door to the next area. If you want to skip a cutscene, simply press the space bar. Congratulations! You've completed the Basic Field Tactics course. You should now continue to the Advanced Field Tactics area, where you will receive specific instruction for your upcoming mission. Note that new simulations will be prepared for you before each mission. Welcome to Advanced Field Tactics. Keep an eye out for ammunition boxes. Each can contain various ammunition types. Once the box is empty, it will disappear. You won't have the opportunity to heal while on a mission, so you'll need to rely on body armor to protect yourself from damage. Be warned that certain types of damage will ignore armor completely though, such as that sustained from falling or running out of oxygen. Alright, now open the door to the next area. While on a mission, always keep an eye out for miscellaneous intelligence items that might be of benefit to us. Here are some of the items you should look for. The more you recover, the better your mission rating will be. Pick up these intelligence items to proceed. Alright, now open the door to the next area. You may occasionally be called upon to arm or disarm explosive devices. Simply activate the device to enable or disable it as necessary. Disarm these mock explosives in order to proceed. Alright, now open the door to the next area. It's often advisable to move as quietly as possible to avoid detection. The faster you move, the louder your footsteps will be. It is therefore advisable to walk or move in a crouch when you're trying to be discreet.
Well done.
The volume of your footsteps can be modified by the material upon which you're moving. Be careful of tile, metal, and other hard surfaces. Whenever possible, favor carpet or turf. Alright, now open the door to the next area.
Wow, you're pretty light-footed.
If you're not sure what to expect around a corner, it is generally safe to step out for a moment to see what's up ahead. As long as you duck back quickly, you probably won't be spotted. Of course, the closer you are to an enemy, the more likely it is that you'll be seen, so listen for footsteps or conversation before leaving cover. Excellent. Proceed to the next course. Use your flashlight to find your way to the door. Your flashlight is an effective tool, but it can also give away your position. Try not to let enemies see the beam.
do you think the CT-180 will get a decent field rating?
Hello, Kate. How are you? Smithy wants me to run you through a basic firearms refresher course. Because it's a revolver, it can't be adequately silenced, but its simple design accommodates a wider range of ammunition types than most automatic pistols can reliably handle. H.A.R.M's P-38 9mm pistol is a rugged little automatic that was favored by Allied commanders during World War II. It features a 10-round magazine and can be fitted with a silencer. Carbine is the world's only truly silent firearm. Of course, silence is a relative term when it comes to guns, but the Hampton muzzle is little more than a stifled cough. It fires a 45 caliber automatic Colt pistol cartridge, making it less lethal than most rifles, but it compensates in subtlety what it lacks in punch. Some things to note about firearms. If the dynamic crosshair option is enabled in the menu, you can gauge your accuracy by the relative size of your crosshair. The larger it is, the worse your aim will be. The next function key is very important. With it, you can cycle through the available ammunition types for a given weapon. More importantly, it cycles through a gadget's various functions. For example, it allows you to toggle between the Berette's lockpick and weapon modes. Learn to monitor your ammunition. Reload your weapon between firefights to make sure you don't run empty at inopportune moments. You can shoot through certain walls and objects. Of course, doing so may affect the accuracy, range, and velocity of the shot, but it's sometimes preferable to dispatch an enemy before he sees you. Keep an eye out for these materials. Be careful not to injure civilians. If you kill an innocent bystander, you will fail your mission. You will also fail if 3 or more bystanders are slain by enemy fire. If you're ever in doubt, look at your crosshair. It will change to indicate the person you're targeting is friendly. Use the holster weapon key to conceal your weapon rapidly. If your weapon is already holstered, hitting this key will draw the last weapon you had out. Let's talk about your Berette. In its default mode, it can be used as a lockpick, ideal for bypassing certain key padlocks. Of course, the more complicated the mechanism, the longer it will take to pick. Note that the Berette only works on padlocks with keyholes. Berette can also be used as a weapon by hitting the next function key. When you slash an adversary, the pressure on the blade releases a small amount of toxin into his bloodstream. Quite deadly. come in very handy when you need to distract someone. Practice tossing this coin to divert the guard's attention. Try not to throw it off any high ledges.
Someone over there. Well,
A judicious agent doesn't leave corpses lying about, as they tend to arouse suspicion. Judging by your slight frame, you won't have much luck hauling bodies away, so we've come up with this special body-removing powder just for you. Sprinkle a bit of it on dead tissue, and voila! The cadaver will vaporize almost instantly.
When are you going to take me up on my dinner offer?
Perhaps if I find myself on the verge of starvation, perhaps.
All ready to go, eh? Well, have a safe mission and come back in one piece.
Intelligence has discovered that the American ambassador to West Germany, Morris Monroe, is marked for execution by an organization calling itself H.A.R.M. or H.A.R.M. The assassination attempt is expected to come on the last day of Monroe's upcoming holiday in Morocco as he is leaving his hotel. There will likely be multiple assailants. It is imperative that Monroe survive the attack. Be warned, though, that the ambassador is extremely nearsighted and almost deaf, so you won't be able to rely on him to realize that he's in danger. You will be positioned in a residential building across the street from the hotel. Your job is to pick off the assassins before they liquidate Monroe.
So, are you enjoying yourself yet?
Immensely.
Sure you're not bored?
I've waited nearly 4 years for this chance. I think I can endure another half hour.
Good girl. You're growing up.
What do you make of all that talk of a traitor?
It wouldn't be the first time we've had leaky plumbing. Still, it's disquieting to say the least.
It's happened before?
Once. A few years ago, we lost several undercover operatives in Istanbul. Turned out they'd been compromised by the chief's very own administrative assistant. He'd sold us out for a measly 50 quid.
50 quid?
Astonishing, isn't it? Trading men's lives for such a pittance. But spies are rarely well compensated for their treason. I wouldn't be surprised if this new mole is equally underpaid.
Well, I hope when they catch the bastard, they put a bullet right between his eyes. And maybe a boot up his arse for good measure.
You sound ready to volunteer.
I'm dangerous when I'm upset.
That's why you're always in trouble. All right. Monroe's headed for the cafe. Watch for him on the second floor patio, coming from the left.
What about the targets?
Not sure yet.
Pardon me, do you have the time?
No, sir, I do not have a dime, and I don't have much use for beggars.
Not a dime, the time.
Don't get snippy with me, or I'll have you arrested.
Are you deaf?
How dare you threaten me?
Oh, never mind.
Coward!
Would you like me to call out the targets for you?
I can handle this on my own, thank you.